Hello, dear one. I love this quote, which says, "Goals on the road to achievement cannot be achieved without consistency and discipline." And I think this is so true. It is up to us to create those goals that we want to achieve and make sure that we are up to our own standards. So I have my own spreadsheet, and I recommend this to you. Any job is better than no job, or as my dad likes to put it, the worst job is the one when you don't have one. If you're not working, I would say like start working. Obviously, take care of yourself. If you're pushing yourself too hard, then it's not good. But yeah, so that's my input for today. Is what I have an Excel spreadsheet where I record every single day how many auditions I do, how many jobs I submit myself to. And yes, I have an agent, but I act as if I didn't have one because she's doing the best she can, and I need to give 150,000%, because nobody cares about your career as much as you do. Nobody cares about your health as much as you do. Nobody cares about your finances as much as you do. So really it is taking responsibility for every area of our lives. And it might seem daunting at first to think like, holy shit, I need to be on top of everything. Don't worry, it really is just do your best every single day, and the rest will take care of it. It's not like, let's not look at the big picture as in like, I will never be able to be the best at everything. No, and that's why we surround then ourselves with a team. But every day, if you just, so I have the monthly goal of how many submissions I put myself towards. So it's 380 submissions per month. And then I have, then I booked 1% of that, which was 3 jobs per month. I would say as well that the funny thing is, my first goal was just to get jobs, whether it was in presenting, in coaching, in anything related to do with acting. And as the months have rolled on, I've realized, okay, let's go back to the drawing board and say, okay, now it's fantastic. I am getting jobs that require me to do acting or use the acting techniques and skills that I had. Now, how do I make sure that I am on track with the goals that I want further along? Meaning, do I want TV roles, film roles? So how am I putting myself in the situation of being able to be in the radar for those? So it's funny how we have different levels, right? It's like we get to level 1, which is, yeah, I'm booking jobs that require my acting skills. And that gives you confidence, and ultimately it shows you that it's not impossible. And the only thing that was stopping me was just my own mind. Because what I was doing before, which I think maybe some people are doing, because I didn't know better. First of all, when I first got out of drama school, I applied to 150 agents. I'm not kidding, 150 agents. That means I researched them, I saw who they were hiring, and I personalized a blurb for them at the top, and then I sent my CV. In the end, I had 3 or 4 that wanted to represent me, and I was able to have a healthy choice. However, then I made the silly mistake of sitting back because I thought, oh, my agent's just gonna hand me auditions, and they did. And I loved them, but that is not the situation. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna relax now because they are doing the job for me. No, again, nobody cares about your career as much as you do. So my suggestion is, what I would have done back then is to work as much as possible. And I'd say like being on set any day at this point in my career trumps over days that I'm not on set. So even if it's a job that isn't the best, it still teaches you something about being on set, or how things and further along down the line, if you want to create your own production company or create your own sets, whatever, like you have more knowledge. At the very least, you create network with like the makeup person or other actors, and then they can teach you about their own ways of doing things. So yes, so that's it. I would say like have your own goals. Okay, what's a big goal? How do I break it down? what does that mean that I'll be doing this month in order to make sure that I'm hitting the next level of my goals. Once you get there, then you'll have inevitably another goals. Ultimately, it's not about pushing yourself to the point where you're like, I'm breaking. It's more like take obviously each day to achieve, take the time to achieve those goals, take the time to give back. I donate 10% of every job I get. Because that gives also a mindset and psychology of wealth and abundance, because it means like, if like before I was like, oh, but I'm not sure I can actually donate because I need this money. But if you push yourself in that healthy way of only 10% to donate, then that means that wow, I do have so much. And it just, oh my gosh, the feeling of donating to something that you love, be it causes for animals or homeless people in order to help out, or people that have cerebral palsy, it just makes you feel so amazing. Not that you're amazing, but the fact that through your money that you earned through acting, you were able to help. Oh, that's something else, and you can only experience that for yourself. So I can't wait to hear you try that out. Okay, awesome. I think that's it for today.